When it comes to famous Chinese athletes, you need not look any further than the one and only Yao Ming. Yao retired from the NBA back in 2011, but since then has become even more of a global icon thanks to his myriad charities, political endeavors, and commitment to helping others. With that in mind, Yao shares with us his China dream that started while waiting in line at KFC in 1990 in today's edition of The Big Feature.
When it comes to famous Chinese athletes, the discussion begins with Yao Ming. The 7'2" magnanimous marvel has become a symbol of Chinese sports in the modern day. But after retiring from basketball in 2011, Yao didn't disappear from the public view either. He bought a CBA team, founded charities around the world, continued his education at Shanghai's Jiao Tong University, and even attended the National People's Congress. Yao was born in 1980, when China's reform and opening up policy was just getting underway. Growing up in that era led to a number of notable firsts for the Jolly Giant.
I
can still remember our first color television. It was made by Goldstar, an old Shanghai brand. It's a shame that we don't have it anymore, because we moved to a new apartment in 1989. I got my first watch in middle school, a Casio watch. At that time, we were all curious about Japanese electronics. They had just entered China.
Likewise, Western fast food had just entered China around the same time at the end of the 80s as well. And when he was 10 years old, he used to wait in line for up to 2 hours at Kentucky Fried Chicken, just like all the cool kids did.
One of the first 2 KFCs was located at the Oriental Hotel. Now, the Oriental Hotel is the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. The other KFC was near the People's Square. Well, that's where I tried their food for the first time. My mom and I waited in line for 2 hours for it. I remember it was 1990.
In 1995, the Chinese Basketball League began its reform, and home and away system was first initiated in the Chinese National Basketball League, or the NBL. That same year, a 15-year-old Yao transferred from the Shanghai youth team to the Shanghai Sharks, thanks to a special permit.
I became a member of the Shanghai team in 1995. I was 15 years old then. Actually, only players over 16 were allowed to join the team. But I was pretty special. And then I got my first paycheck 3 months later. It was for 832 RMB total for 3 months.
In 2002, Yao was drafted into the NBA at the age of 21. And he was regarded as China's biggest export to America and taught many Americans about Chinese people. Fast forward to 2013, when Yao became a member of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference in his first venture into politics. Yao's focus, though, is sports, where he hopes China can build a bigger stage to showcase its world-class athletes.
We shouldn't use our system to force our athletes to stay here. Instead, we should provide them with a bigger stage to make them want to stay and help them improve their abilities at the same time.
In addition to owner, spokesperson, educator, and politician, Yao has filled another important role post-retirement, that of philanthropist. One way he accomplishes that is by combining charity with education, like his Yao Foundation and the NBA Yao School.
I firmly believe that sports is a part of education, especially before the age of 22 or before you graduate from college. Sports should be a complementary method of education. Students nowadays try their best to study hard because of all this pressure, but that actually makes them more isolated. If you're used to working alone, it's difficult for you to work as a team when you need to.
In July of 2011, Yao retired from basketball at the tender age of 30 because of injuries. His best result as a member of the Chinese national team was an 8th place finish at the 2008 Beijing Olympics. In the NBA, he never won a championship ring either. But those shortcomings have motivated Yao to develop more capable Chinese basketball players. It's why he became owner of the Sharks, and it's why he contributes to the CBA's ongoing reform.
The key is that we took 35 years to learn about sustainable development. So in the next 35 years, we will use the experience we gained from the past 35 years to improve society and help future societies benefit from the societies of the past.
And where Yao sees himself another 35 years down the road, well, that's an easier question to answer.
I'll be almost 70 years old by then. I hope the air will get better. I hope we have an ideal society then. I'll probably be retired and just relax. I'll be happy.